one of our other nonprofits, Rolling Ryot. It focuses mostly on the concept of spatial sound. Instead of saying just working with stereo audio, which is what we're used to, 2 headphones or 2 speakers on your desk, we like to work with a lot more. So say, for example, 15, 30, some odd speakers in an immersive environment and moving sound between all of those positions. Ghostline X came about because one of our members, Joe Christopher Letty, who's also a fantastic muralist as well, he mentioned that he loved the idea of working with sound linearly, almost like the movement of a train. And so we've been slowly developing this concept and growing it and growing it and growing it until finally what it is today, which is going to be implemented. Ideally, our ideal location is the Boggy Creek overpass, which is east side of Austin, a really beautiful location. And we're going to set up 15 large speakers across about 420, 430 feet of a span. It can be really high energy and almost overwhelming with the amount of sound and the sonic impact that can create. A wall of sound being fully immersed. Sounds moving and darting from one side to another in such a large scale without there being an object that's actually moving that's creating that sound is something that's really, really fascinating. And I think your brain starts doing cartwheels trying to figure out what's going on. And then once you realize that this is something fascinating, then you can sit back and relax and just take it all in. We like to create platforms, complex platforms for people to create sonic artwork. So a big part of that is that we like to have call for works so that we reach out to the public at large and say, who is interested in producing on this platform? We show them this platform. And we, of course, could produce some work, but when you reach out to the public internationally, they're going to come up with amazing ideas that we never even thought of, right? And that's the fun part about this. Beautiful pieces of music don't have to be traditional instruments. They can be created with all sorts of different types of synthesized electronic sounds or recorded sounds. Why is the sound of a train passing across us? There's so many musical aspects just to that. So what we're really looking for is people that are pushing the limits of what music could be understood as. More of an experimental approach, which is something that we're really passionate about, is how to use sound, not necessarily just in traditional musical form, just from musical instruments, but how can different types of synthesized sounds or recorded sounds also be thought of as a composition, a sound composition, a sound collage, and how can the medium of sound be utilized as a form, an artistic medium. The themes that we're trying to address with this is something that's really important with Austin, which is concepts of transportation. Right? Austin is going through massive overhauls with their transportation systems and figuring out what works, what doesn't. Austin is an innovative city. What does the future of transportation sound like? Not only the past and the present, but what's going to be the future. We want composers to envision that and then utilize this platform that we're creating to share their ideas. I think the takeaway is a new appreciation for a couple things. One is sound as an artistic medium, especially on that scale and the power that it can have. And then two is re-engaging with our concepts of transportation in this city and thinking about, at least having some people thinking about what is this future of transportation. I think we put a lot of faith in the city to just please fix these types of things. But I think it's time that we start envisioning our own future